Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this delicious okra soup. This okra soup is feed by Becky's Kitchen or Becky's Cook. I'm going to be leaving her link at description. She inspired this soup, okay? So please, after watching this, make sure you check her out. All right, now let's head over to the ingredients. Okay guys, these are the ingredients we're going to be using, and in the pot there I have the meat I have some stockfish, I have some beef and cow tail. I also added onion, and that is mackerel fish, some mushroom, I'm using frozen one, shrimps, pre-cooked bell pepper blended already, salt, onion, red oil, cubes of your choice, fresh pepper and dry pepper. I'm going to be using both, and this is the okra I'm using, and the spinach is not here, but I'm also going to be using spinach. All right, now I'm going to throw in one of that Maggi. I'm using all natural Maggi to cook this. Add a little bit of salt, put the lid on. I'm going to allow that to cook to bring out the water before adding a little bit water inside. Okay, so in the pot I'm going to be adding some dry pepper into the meat because I love to cook my meat with pepper. Okay, so I'm going to cover that, and here we are. As you can see, is cooking and the water have started coming out. So I'm going to add shrimp stock. Yeah, this is why I did not use crayfish. You can use crayfish if you don't have shrimp stock. Okay, right guys, you can add water if you don't have stock. Okay, this is just me using the shrimp stock because I didn't want to use crayfish for this recipe. All right, put the lid on after adding the water or the stock and allow them to cook. I also added the mackerel at this time. So I'm going to be taking the mackerel out after some minutes. After like 5 minutes of cooking them, I'm going to take them out because you don't want them to scatter inside there. Then give that a quick stir and allow them to cook for a little bit longer, or just few minutes more before taking them out of the heat. All right guys, inside the same pot I'm going to be adding some red oil. I'm using this amount because I really don't like the taste of this European red oil. All right, I'm going to download the oil with a little bit of vegetable oil. Okay, so now I'm going to add the onion and allow the onion to saute for a couple of minutes, okay, before adding our peppers. Okay guys, now I'm going to add the bell peppers. Like I said, I pre-cooked this bell pepper before blending them. I love it that way because I love the taste it gives to my soup. So now I'm going to stir them and add the cube I'm using inside and allow that to cook for like 8 to 10 minutes, only the peppers. Okay, all right guys, after 10 minutes of cooking the peppers, I'm going to add some salt. After adding the salt, I'm going to add the meat because you want the meat and the sauce to marry. Okay, you want the meat to absorb that sauce absorb the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the meat and the stockfish at this point. After adding the meat, I'm also going to be adding the mushroom as well and stir everything together. After stirring them, I'm going to allow them to cook for like 5 minutes before adding other ingredients. All right everyone, it's past 10 minutes now. I'm going to give that a quick stir. As you can see, the oil has have started coming out of the sauce, so it's time to add the okra. So after stirring them, I'm going to be adding the okra, the shrimps, and the spinach at the same time. Give them a quick stir and allow them to cook for like 5 to 8 minutes, or depends how much you love cooking your okra. I'm also going to be adding some stock from the meat. Okay, if you don't have stock, you can add water. Okay, you can use water for this. I'm going to add them bit by bit because I don't want to add everything at the same time, and I'm trying to avoid adding the cooked onion into the soup. Okay, this is why I'm using this spoon. You can filter them already before doing this. Okay, I'm going to give that the quick step before adding all the ingredients, which is spinach, and stir everything together. And I don't like covering my okra when I add them into the pot, so I'm going to be cooking them open without the lid, but you can put the lid on your own if that is how you love preparing your okra soup. Okay, you might be wondering what I'm throwing in there. That is fresh pepper. I took out the seed because I don't want my kids to dance at Jasco when they are eating this, because they really love Nigerian soup. So I took out the seed of the pepper because I have added the pepper into the stock while I was cooking the meat. So I don't want the soup to be too spicy. The stock I added earlier wasn't enough, so I'm adding extra stock into the meat, into the soup. And yeah, just correct the seasoning. After adding the stock, I'm going to taste for the seasoning if they are okay or not. Okay, just do the same thing. All right. Okay, it's time to throw our mackerel fish. I'm using just 2 mackerel fish because I just want to use this amount. I didn't want to use more than this. You can use as much as you want. Okay, so I'm going to throw in after putting the mackerel into into the soup. I'm going to allow them to stay there for 2 minutes or so and turn off the heat. Guys, this is the soup. This soup is delicious, loaded with a lot of protein, and you don't want to overcook your okra and spinach as well for more benefits. So thank you guys for watching this video. This is the final look. I really enjoyed this soup, and I also enjoy making this. So please check out my friend Becky's Cooks channel. Give her a support that you can. Okay, she's a lovely person. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one. God bless you all. Bye.